DuPont's obviously been at the forefront of metalization improvements over the years. Obviously decreasing silver consumption and increasing cell efficiencies. How much scope is there still for improvement in metalization over the coming years?
Well, we can start with current working horse PV SE technologies. So, as from our point of view, metalization, especially on the front side, still have a lot of potentials remain there to help the cell efficiency boost further. DuPont have been always a believer for final line printing, and among this concept, we've always trying to perfecting our ingredients and formulations to fit these concepts and trends. At the moment, with another 5 micron finger width reductions, there's probably another 0.2% efficiency benefits there can be achieved with combining the diffusion and as well as the screen optimizations. And further on, with more new technology being added into the current PV SE technologies, something like P-type TopCon, you have a better efficiency baseline, then the benefits for higher performance pace will be even enlarged if we further improve the contact capabilities as well as the metal contact recombination rate. So we will see probably another 0.2% efficiency gain. So overall, we can still further improve the final line concepts until probably reaching the very limits to like a 20 micron wise. So the total shading loss from the front side can be reduced about 30%, even more. Regarding the final line printing concepts, I think customer, especially those leading players, are really buying these concepts or the technology trends. So each year we can see at least -2 to -3 micron opening reductions for the mass production lines. And I think somehow these trends can be even speeded up from now, because the benefits from doing this will be enlarged because your baseline efficiencies are getting higher and higher.
I mean, there are many different concepts for cells, both N-type and P-type, mono and multi. How does this affect your R&D process? Are you looking to service all of these different cell architectures, or has DuPont picked a winner already? How does it work?
So after all, I think our mission is to help the industry and help our customers. And also surely DuPont would like to also capture the value from the innovations that we can deliver to the industry and also to our customers. So this is also why we are here, and we are very glad and also honored to sponsor this event. And so DuPont on one side is looking at really the roadmap of the cell technology. At the same time, we're also focusing on participating with the leading players, the leading customers we have. So we see that in the industry, although the technology is looking at one direction, but from customer to customer, they might choose slightly different route. So partnering with those customers, particularly the future winners, would be very important for us to really help them and also help ourselves to deliver the new generation, the next generation of paste, to support their cell technology upgrades year after year.
Yeah, since DuPont has quite a lot of R&D resources internally compared to other pacemakers, so we're basically almost covering all the technology segments. But of course, we will working with our commercial team to prioritize different technologies' importance and the potentials. Moreover, I think we've also preferred to working more closely with those leading or tier 1 cell players, because we've seen quite clear trends that there is a consolidation between all these cell makers, and different tier 1 cell makers, they probably having their own roadmaps or the preference for the different technologies, and we want to working more closely with them to pick up all these different trends.
There's a lot of N-type cell lines being set up at the moment. how does DuPont differentiate there? I mean, obviously with all this experience that you have and all this R&D, how do you help those new customers, I guess, set up in something like a new architecture like N-type?
Well, I think for N-type segments, we've come back to 2011. DuPont was the first cell pacemaker that trying to offer the whole metalization package for those new players in N-type technologies. And we've kept doing this for almost 8 years. So we've been and still being the leading pacemakers for the N-type segments. But beyond doing the pace developments and offering products to these customers, I think we probably doing a little bit more than that. So we're trying to learn and trying to understand the new architectures and seeing the entitlements and the potential for each different technology solutions. So we will have our own standing and how to perfect or design specifically tailored paced architectures for different structures of the cells. So it's more like interactions between the cell makers, not only provide them paced products for testing, so we can sometimes offer a little bit more beyond that.
I think for China, for the mainstream mass production wise, definitely there is no, but there are leading companies outside China who probably are a bit earlier in developing and also commercializing maybe the next generation cell technologies, either in Japan or in US or in Germany. So we are also working with them to try to win in the future, not only just looking at what is in the market as the mainstream cell technology. And also because of that, the customers have the trust on us. So as you just asked about the N-type, because DuPont is really the early pioneers who have the full package of metalization solution for N-type. DuPont is also the first to have the full package for the PERC, which is now the mainstream. So I think we have the good relationship and also the trust with the customers that we can together develop a commercialized solution for those technologies.